Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you some conditional formatting for inserting some data. This is kind of how I do my gradebook, so I know whether students have mastered the essential standard or the test that's been put in here, math test, whatever it may be. So I need to go back and reteach it. Plus, it gives me good information when I'm talking to parents during parent-teacher conferences, and it's really good for me when I'm sitting in front of the computer. I can just look and see, oh, hey, there's this kid, there's this kid, and there's this kid. It's really easy to read. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm putting in a grade for, you could really even say any of these, but we'll start off right here with E. And as I'm inserting grades, let's say I'm putting in 2 grades this week. So I'm gonna highlight these 2 columns. So I'm just holding down on my mouse and I click these 2 columns. Let me get rid of this info here. I'm gonna highlight, click delete. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm going to highlight. Since the name of my 2 things are up here, I'll just put math test 2, and over here I'll put social studies test. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the cells that I want to put my conditional formatting into. This is very simple and could help you out. So if I go in, I want to highlight these 2 grades that I'm putting in this week for all of these kids. So I want to highlight all these cells just for all of my students. So that's what I want my impact to be. I want my impact for my formatting to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and I'm going to click conditional formatting. I'm going to click my down arrow. And I can do a lot of things in here. I can, once I pick one of my conditional formats in here, top to bottom rules, highlight cell rules, which is what I'm going to do, data bars, close colors, set icons. Once I check any of these, then I can go in and I can manage my rules of my highlighted key, and I'll show you what that means here in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my cell rules. So what I want is if it's a 69 or lower, it needs to be red, right? Because they failed it. It's less than a C. If it's 70 or higher, then it needs to be green because that's a C or higher, a D or higher if you're in high school. For us, it's S, N, and U. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to do greater than. So I want these cells, if it's greater than a 70, and then here's where I do my color fill. I want to go in and I want to fill it green with a dark text. I'm going to click OK. Now I can go in, I just set a rule. I can go in and I can manage that rule if I want to. And it'll say, hey, this is what you're doing. Is this what you want to do? No, and I can go in here and I can delete it, or I can go in and change the rules completely if I want to. But right now, that's the rule that I have, so that's what I want. And what I also want to do on these cells is I want to go in and I want to go less than. If it's 69 or less, then it is going to red fill, light red fill with dark text. I'm going to click there. Let's make sure we have our reds right. Now you can see they're all red at one point because right now they're all nothing, right? So I'm going to go in here. I have, let's manage my rules here. Yep, that's what I want. It's okay if they're red. They can stay red if you want them to. It doesn't bother me a bit. If it bothers you, then you can do that. Now what I do is I start entering their grades. So on their math test, Leia made 100. Click, boom, now it's green. She passed it. Skywalker, Leia, she made a 65, so stays red. Made a 20, made a 85, made a 70, made a 90, and you can see they turn green. Now, this one didn't turn green, so I may want to go back in and I may want to change my rule to maybe 69 or higher. So it's not counting that 69th one, but that's how you do your conditional formatting if you're inserting your grades on Excel, or if you're really doing anything where you need the cells to change automatically. I hope that helps. Thanks.